Hello everyone, today we will discuss some features and the installation steps of AP license. Well, first, let's look at the introduction and classification of AP license. I believe everyone has an understanding of license. That is an authorization management. License control is a very important commercial adjustment method in the industry, and it is similar in wireless networking. AC, switch, and AP are the simplest wireless networking structure. For AC, if you want to manage the AP, you must install the AP license and use AP license to control its online APs. Knowing the role of AP's license, is there only one type of AP's license? Of course not. According to different situations, wireless AP license may have the following types. According to the version difference of the AC system, it can be divided into V5 and V7 license. It is worth noting that the V5 system can only use the V5 license, and the V7 system is compatible with the V5 license. Regarding to the validity period, it can be divided into trial license and formal license. A trial license is a short-term license, and the usage time ranges from 13 days to 1 year. Next, let's look at the difference between V5 license and V7 license. Due to the difference between V5 and V7 systems, their license structures are also different. Let us briefly look at the difference between the two below. According to the compatibility comparison, the V5 system only supports the V5 license, not the V7 license. The V7 systems not only support the V7 license. When the V5 AC is upgraded with 7 AC, the V7 system supports the originally installed V5 license. However, due to some restriction on migration and sharing, it is not recommended to install a new V5 license on V7 systems. According to the comparison of installation methods, the V5 license is installed in the form of an authorization code. After the V5 license is installed, the system must be restarted to validate the license. It should be noted that the V5 license doesn't support revocation and migration. The V7 license is installed by activation file. The installed V7 license can take effect directly without restarting the system and supports migration. And there are several ways of license sharing. In wireless networking, the license of the wireless AP doesn't necessarily have to be installed on every AC. There are currently multiple license sharing solutions, like wireless IRF, wireless license sharing feature, AC hierarchical, and license server. First, let's take a look at how to achieve license sharing in the wireless IRF. In the wireless IRF scenario, the basic principle is sharing. As long as the member AC has installed a license, other devices in the IRF environment can share and use it. However, due to the difference of V5 license and V7 license strategy, in the IRF networking, the capacity of V5 license is the smallest value among the members, while the capacity of V7 license is the sum of the members. Here, we have three examples to help you understand it. Device A and device B form an IRF. When there is only V5 license, if the capacity of device A is 512 and the capacity of device B is 1024, then the license capacity of the IRF are both 512. Well, when there is only V5 license, if the capacity of device A is 512 and the capacity of device B is 1024, then the license capacity of IRF are 512 plus 1024. When the device A and device B have both V5 and V7 license, assuming that the V7 license capacity of device A is 1024, the V5 license capacity is 512, and the V7 and V5 license capacity of device B are both 1024. Then, after forming an IIF, the license capacity of device A and device B is the minimum value between the two V5 licenses, plus the sum of the two devices' V7 license. That is 1024 plus 1024 plus 512. The second solution is wireless license sharing. When the AP accesses to the AC, these AC are still performed on the original singular devices and doesn't affect each other. They are only collected at the license level. And the license sharing is divided into two working models according to the numbers of connected devices, including dual machine model and N+1 model. In dual machine model, the license of the two devices are accumulated. After one device is abnormal, the accumulated license capacity can still be maintained for 13 days for the backup of the other devices. The third scenario is AC hierarchy, which can also realize license sharing between AC. AC hierarchy can be regarded as a vertical AC backup network. Generally, you only need to install the license on the central AC, and the local AC doesn't need to install the license. In this case, when the central AC fails, the terminals which are already online on the local AC can continue to connect to the wireless network, but the new AP can't continue to connect to the local AC. In AC hierarchy network, the AP's online action is entirely determined by the central AC. The fourth solution is a new wireless feature, the license server, which is suitable for WBC equipment. Using server plus client model, the server is generally a PC server or WBC. The license is installed on the server, and several AC act as clients. These clients can share the A server's license capabilities. Please note that the license server doesn't support V5 license, only support V7 license. Next, let's look at the license installation specifications. After understanding the sharing feature of the license, we will take a look at how to install the license on the AC. The installation of new license is judged based on the device specifications. That is, if the number of the installed license on the device is less than the maximum number of APs supported by the device, the new license can be installed, and there is no restriction on the step length of the new license. Well, if the total number of licenses is equal or greater than the maximum number of APs supported by a single device, no new A license can be installed. First, let's take a look at the situation of a single AC. Assuming that the AC supports a maximum of 1024 APs, and the total number of licenses currently installed is 1023, so that you can install a new license, such as installing a 512 steps license. After installation, the total number of licenses is 1023 plus 512. But if the total number of the installed licenses on the device has reached to 1024, no new license can be installed. And in IIF scenario, after the IIF is formed, the license installation will be judged according to the slot. Assuming that 1023 licenses have been installed on slot 1, no matter how the installation on slot 2 is, you can still to install new license on slot 1. If 1024 licenses have been installed on slot 1, you can install any new license on slot 1. The installation judgment on slot 2 is the same with slot 1. So, in some special cases, license number on slot 1 and slot P may be larger than 1024, and the total license installed is greater than 2048. Lastly, we will learn the installation steps of V7 license. The license installation steps of V5 and V7 are similar, except that the license registration of V5 use an authorization code, while V7 use an AK file. Next, we will focus on the license installation steps on V7 systems. Firstly, the user purge the license software authorization letter, which contains the license key. Then extract command of display license device ID in system view and records the serial number and export the DID file which contains the device information. After that, enter the registration page of the official website and enter the authorization code, device serial number, and DID file information to obtain the AK file. After successful activation on the official website, the activation AK file will be sent to the designed mailbox. Then upload obtained activation file to the storage medium through FTP or TFTP and so on. Finally, use the command to register the license on the AC. After the registration is completed, you can use display license to confirm. If the current state shows in use, it means the registration is successful. Well, here is the end of this issue. Let's review the key points below. Firstly, the V5 license can only be used for V5 devices. The V7 system is compatible with the V5 license. Secondly, the V5 license is effective after restarting the system, and the V5 license is directly effective after installation. Thirdly, as long as the installed license number is less than the maximum number of APs supported by a single device, a new license can be installed. Lastly, in the IR networking, the V5 license number is the smallest among the members, and the V7 IR license number is the sum of the values of the respective members. Thanks for your attention. Hope to see you next time.